All right. Greetings, salutations. I'm Dre Motion. This is D&D, and we're here to play all that stuff. It's fun. You should check it out. Now this is our possibly monthly, bi-monthly game. This is based on it's actually still D&D 5th edition, but this is essentially a homebrew world, Verusa, Conflicted Age. The best way to describe this world is a mixture of almost like House Moving Castle meets Full Metal Alchemist meets almost Lord of the Rings-ish. It's follow along and maybe you'll get the gist of it. But generally, it's a good time. Now, as I mentioned before, DeAndre, the DM. We'll quickly go down the line of our players just really fast, starting with Jason Steele.
Good afternoon. I played the character of Rongrim Sovaya. I am a steel dwarf from Solaris, and I am, as how you say, an artificer.
Okay, and then we'll move on to BT.
Yeah, hi. So my name is Nyx. I'm a rock gnome. Kind of grew up on the streets, although it's not exactly where I was originally, but it's a long story. And I'm a thief, but what I mostly steal is information.
Lovely, that's fun. Next we'll go to Diana.
Hi, I'm Iriana Sparklepop, or Erie for short, and I'm super fierce. I'm super fierce, I'm fearsome, and I have dreams of becoming the best fighter ever.
And then we have Jason L.
I'm playing a half-elf paladin, Ashley, who is enforcers, essentially, for the Duchy of Lanryu. And nice to meet all of you.
Okay, so without much further ado, and a whole lot of talking, I'll just essentially dive right in. So, our story begins on the 12th day of the month of Amberleaf. Now, in the mid-autumn of the 145th year of the Conflicted Age, a passenger vessel destined for Cihl Landing in Landaroo by way of the Wargotea Ocean was assailed and raided by a notorious band of pirates known as the Whitemane. For various reasons, you were taking the ship on the way to Cihl when it was blindsided in the dead of night. The passengers of the vessel, the passenger vessel was sunk, and its passengers either slain or captured. By sheer happenstance, some of its passengers, primarily you four, were put together. In the hold, in the bottom hold of the ship. You don't know how long it's been. Could be hours, could have been days, but as you're waking up in this dark, dingy space, there's a bit of a laughter you can hear down the way from you. Now, actually, I believe each of you have dark vision, so you can kind of just make out the silhouette of this figure, humanoid shape. You can kind of see these, what you can make out, definitely, these two cresting horns coming up. And easily some of you can quickly figure it's Dragonborn. Here. Well, it appears my cellmates have finally awoken. And at him saying cellmates, some of you who are coming to are now realizing there are chains, restraints at your wrists, tied to or connected to the wall behind you. If I knew I'd be receiving guests, I would have tidied up a bit more, but he kind of jingles his chain to kind of showcase. But clearly I have my hands tied. So, since we're going to be here a while, why not tell me where you're from? What's your business?
What are we doing here? How did we get on this ship?
Oh, that's an unfortunate circumstance. You see, I don't know about you, per se, but I think we were most likely raided. My ship a few days back, yours much sooner, and it looks like we're on our way to either some pirate port or Sapin to be sold into the slave trade. It's well, it's a rather unfortunate situation, as you can imagine.
So who are you, and why does it smell in here?
Me? I'm Thrun. It probably smells because of the other unfortunate passengers who were forced to call this place home for some time.
And what do you mean by unfortunate?
They're dead.
Most likely. Those who resisted, definitely dead. And those who didn't resist, well, let's just say they're not living their best life right now. But the way I see it, them putting you down here means that you might have been just enough of a threat. Individuals who they probably saw as a bit dangerous. Not anyone they can put with the normal rabble.
What dangerous? I'm just a simple engineer.
Well, he looks you over. I don't think simple engineers usually are clad in armor and all kinds of trinkets. And he looking across, and of course I say the rest for our crew, our guests. I could hear that clanking of armor all the way down. Now, I'm sure that no one wants to be in the life of servitude, or dead for that matter. If you had the opportunity, what would you do with it?
I guess you could say we would get out of here as best we could.
Yeah, I got stuff to do. What, can you just, let us go?
Yeah, I got places to be.
Of course. Now, I will admit that I did have this awkward pep talk with the last group, and that did not go very well. And I saw your question, Ashley, and I'll just get to in just a second. That didn't go quite as well, but of course, this plan will definitely work. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my restraints. And when I do, I will then remove your restraints. And we will get out of this together. Shamefully speaking, I am not in the best of health, for unfortunate reasons. But I think if the five of us put our heads together, we can surely come out on top. What do you say?
I think considering the circumstances, we don't have much of choice.
Yeah, the alternative is to sit down here and start contributing to the odor. So, I'm down.
A great thing to live by. And you watch as he, like his chest puffs up, and then he exhales, and you watch like this greenish ichor falls and slaps down onto his chains. And a few moments, the air around you fills in with that a very heavy acidic odor, and you watch as the chains begin to break away. And he just pulls at him enough, clink. Simple enough. I apologize, it may sting just a little. He then repeats it, does the same thing for you, Ron Grimm, and then to Nyx, and then to Ashleen, and finally to Eerie.
Ugh.
It's a neat trick.
Unfortunately, one, I have a very limited capacity. That was my one trump card.
There was no other solution more sanitary than this.
Well, you could have just broken the chains. But who knows if that was a possibility. Here we are.
If I had my tools, it very well would be.
And
Yeah,
at,
where's our stuff?
and you do say that, and you can kind of look around and search for yourself. You are still wearing your armor. It seems whomever put you down here didn't do a very thorough search. They took what they could see immediately. Ron Grimm, you are missing your light crossbow and your, I believe, your mace, but they did happen to miss your sling. Nyx, they got the dagger that would you normally keep at your belt and a lot of your other supplies, but they forgot about the dagger in your boot. Ashleen, they easily found your great swords, but they didn't find the hatchet you keep hidden in the back of your armor. Unfortunately for you, Erie, I believe you don't have any smaller weapons. They did take your long sword and they did take your shield, but you are still wearing your armor and you have your fists.
And you bite ankles.
And at your height, you can
Don't
definitely bite
dare.
ankles. And very quickly, why don't you guys describe what you look like? And we'll start with Ron Grimm.
I am typical typical height for a dwarf, very stoutly built. Sides of my head are shaved in a long braided ponytail of an auburn kind of color. I have a beard, kind of goatee. Think of Abraham Lincoln, but with a longer beard on the chin, braided as well, with a septum piercing in my nose and some piercings around my ears and stuff.
Okay. Nyx, you next.
All right, so Nyx is a fairly young rock gnome of average height and build who's got kind of like chin-length blonde hair, although the one side is kind of shaped as like an undercut, so she doesn't look too much like she wants to speak to the manager. She has brown eyes, and she's got piercings running up the outside of both of her ears, but no other facial piercings. That's pretty much it.
And Ashleen.
Mine. So about average height for a half elf, slightly built, longerish brown hair, black armor with amber trim. It's like link mail. And I would have a sword, but apparently they took it.
Let's see, and you do still have your holy symbol. Actually, I forgot to mention that.
Oh, okay. So the holy symbol and the hand axe, and that's it.
For the time being. And Iriana, why don't you go ahead and describe yourself?
Okay, so rock gnome, average height, build, with a sort of like a cyberpunk hair, just obviously dyed, blue eyes, lots of piercings because she's trying to offset the fact that she's kind of cute looking, but really doesn't want to appear that way.
All right. And now...
I feel like Nyx and Erie probably look like they're part of the same punk band.
Terrible gnomes coming to a theater near you. And I believe, and I think height-wise, I can't remember which one, but one of you is slightly taller than the other, like a whole inch taller than the other.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Well, that's important when you're 3'4".
Yeah, it's super important.
Oh dang, I'm gonna lower that 1 inch over. Hold on, guys.
Now, as luck may have it, the door may be unlocked. Who knows? Who would like to give it a try?
I'll give it a try.
Okay, and of course you can go ahead and click your tokens and feel free to move.
Where's the door?
In fact, there should be so on the map. If you do get a chance to zoom in, there's a little icon that it looks like a little white outline of a door, and there's like an arrow. So it should point to like where doors may possibly be.
It's near me.
Let's see.
I think so. I think I'm standing on it.
You are.
How do I?
So you go. And of course, like I'll open the door for you as well. So you actually go and you.
I'm gonna ready my axe first, though.
Okay, noted. So you go ahead and you grab your hand axe and you reach for the door, and as luck would have it, it is unlocked. In fact, I think what I'll do is I will switch to one of those screens. And of course, there are stairs. And the stairs are automatic. Oh, and Aisling just figured it out. So if you do step on the stairs, you will end up in a different location.
Oh, fun.
Oh, very cool.
So, Aisling, you make your way up the stairs first, and you can see there's a very faint flickering light.
I'm having a hard time getting it to focus on the screen. It keeps scrolling down.
Really? Let me shift click back.
It's something on my screen. I think I got it.
Okay. And I just said it to you because you were heading up there first, but for anybody who's making their way up behind her as well, there's a very faint flickering, or not a faint flickering light, there's a flickering light that is there.
And we can just move our character?
As you wish. Were you being stealthy there, Aisling?
You don't look very stealthy.
So,
I'm wearing armor, so I'm probably not the most stealthy person.
So as you are walking up, you find that there is someone sleeping. Lucky. By the way, I actually rolled a percentile die to see if the person was asleep, and they have disadvantage when they're going for, or not disadvantage, but they also take a penalty for passive perception, if they are asleep. So it worked out in your favor. There is you can see a half elven male sleeping in this rack.
Does this person look like one of the pirates or anybody I would have seen or recognized?
He absolutely looks like one of the pirates you've seen.
Are there
Disheveled look, kind of dirty features. He's grimy, smells of the sea. Definitely looking pretty piratey. In your experience with pirates, that is.
Guys, if you want me to sneak around, I'll be happy to do it.
Or do you want to hit him on the face?
Well, can we disable this
I'll
person and ask
split
him
his
some
throat.
questions
I don't care. I
quietly?
just don't want to wake him up.
How many pirates were there, do we think, on the ship?
When you were blindsided, and from what you could see essentially in the chaos, you probably saw a good 20, 25. You don't know how many fell. You know there were definitely casualties on both sides. Of course, they being the victor, but you don't know how many would be left at this point. So, what would you like to do?
Whatever it is we decide to do, I think we should do it quietly.
Then I'm your girl.
Then go ahead and sneak, girl.
All right, you want me to roll for stealth now, or?
Well, he is asleep, and I already
Okay.
yeah, no, go for it. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a stealth check, just in case.
All right, no whammies, no whammies.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. 16. Yeah, he's still asleep. Doesn't hear you coming.
Sweet.
And you can see
All right, is there anything of value on his person that I can see?
that you
Or
can
anything on his barrel nightstand there?
on his barrel, on the barrel there's a lantern, clearly. There is, I'd probably say like, some like loose tobacco bits, like little smoking paraphernalia. Other than that, on his belt is a cutlass, and you can also see a hand crossbow in a little rope like hammock that's just above him.
It's what? I'm sorry?
A hand crossbow in a little rope hammock just above him.
Above him. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it so far up that my little short ass cannot reach it?
You might have to climb a little, but not like a serious climb,
Okay.
I
I'm gonna have
think
to
we
reach
should.
on my tiptoes.
I think we should either take this person out or subdue them in some way before we start climbing around.
I would have to agree.
Hit him with the axe. You can hit him
Do
with
they
the
want to use the sharp end or the?
So, I kind of reach into my shoe and pull out my little dagger and start gesturing towards them, like, kill him, not kill him. What do you want me to do with the knife?
Do I have my manacles, or did they take those too?
Those would be with the rest of your gear.
So no. And we don't have any rope or anything either, right?
Not at this time.
I would hit him really hard with the other end.
And remember when you're making an attack, I believe when you're making a melee attack, you can declare the attack as non-lethal damage. So you can still essentially, if you want to, you could knock someone out and just declare, this is not a killing blow. I just want to, disable him. So you can definitely declare that if you'd like.
What do you guys think? Knock him out? Or just want
Murder him?
There might be more questions if the other guards find the dead body.
So
So you
no
just want-
bleeding.
All
I
right.
got it. So I flip my dagger over and I start making this, unbeknownst to me, very suggestive motion with the pommel.
to... Alright, who's the biggest of us? Probably myself or the dwarf?
You are easily the tall. You're definitely the tallest.
I mean, who's gonna have the best chance of knocking them out in one hit?
It's not me.
I think it'd probably be Nyx.
Oh, really?
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack bonus? Okay, I got you.
Alright, try to put him out.
Okay, and you can roll with advantage on this as well.
Okay, cool.
Because he does not see it coming.
Can I
And
move
so-
up and ready myself in case something goes wrong? I can follow up.
Sure, yeah. You can ready an action. You can ready an action just in case. Like, okay, if this doesn't go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
well.
move up towards his head because that's clearly where I'm gonna go
Okay.
for the knockout blow.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll
And then
roll me an attack with
do
the
I
dagger.
click on sneak attack then, or just click with the sneak with the dagger?
It should automatically have definitely have it
Oh, I
clicked
see.
in, yeah, but it should automatically
It
roll.
is checked. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you should have a macro as well for that. Oh my god! And wow, right out the gate.
Absolute crit, my god.
Yeah, natural 20. How much damage is that altogether? Like oh my god, that's 10 plus another. So 19. Oh my god. So you flip the dagger around and and he's like, and he just immediately-
crack his ass upside the temple.
It's like a very dull but it's solid, and his body just his body's already limp, but it's just like like it just kind of rolls and shifts, and like his eyes open momentarily just for them to roll like in the back of his skull. He's alive and breathing, but he is out. Yeah, he is clearly out.
Damn, girlfriend!
I want to grab the weapons
You're
and
welcome.
quickly pass them
You're
back
welcome.
to the people behind.
Tiny one, I must say, that was very impressive.
I may be but little, but I am fierce. Sounds like somebody should write that down.
So Ashleen, you grab the cutlass, which functions just like a short sword, and there's also the hand crossbow that you saw up above. So you said you passed those around. Who are you giving those to? I know, probably Eerie, but does not.
I know that the two people, I think Rongren's the closest one behind me, so I'll just hand them both to him, and he can keep one and hand another one back behind him to Eerie, right? Because I think Eerie's too far away for me to hand directly.
Right.
I
And
can
so,
walk.
yeah, but yeah, of course, she can walk up there, and it shouldn't be a problem. So just so I know for inventory purposes, who's gonna end up with a hand crossbow?
I will.
Okay. And who's gonna end up with the cutlass?
Me.
Okay. Ron Grimm, roll me a 1d10, please. This is essentially how much ammunition you find. 4. So he had 4 crossbow bolts with him. And
You said that's not on top of what I had on my persons, right?
But remember, all the rest of your gear is elsewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, so you can when you get your gear back, you can always add it.
Copy that.
Let's see. And I'm just going to quickly roll that. Okay, so you guys have that stuff. You guys have this individual knocked out. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
Is there anything else in this room? Any like chests or anything you can look under or inside of, or?
Or now, since he's knocked out, can we pat him down, make sure he doesn't have anything good?
You may, you may both. So here's what we do. Here's what we can do. Since because Aisling asked first, so you can either individually, Nyx and Aisling, roll a investigation check for the room separately, or one of you can roll the investigation check with advantage.
The other person's probably better at looking for things than I am. Maybe, I don't know.
I think that is one of the things that I'm a little bit better at. So I'll. You want me to do it?
Why don't you can check. I mean, maybe I'll agree. I'll go look around a little bit. You search the room for anything useful.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for investigation with advantage.
Yes. So you're essentially. Oh, I don't know my screen blacked out there. Yeah, and you're rolling. So essentially, Aisling would be assisting. But yes, go ahead and roll with advantage. 16. Patting him down, you find. Let's see, and so he has like a little pouch. So you find he has like a little pouch that normally would be like at his side, but it's kind of tucked away. You find an opaque light blue and light blue green gemstone, and a small wooden case. When you open it, it contains 13 tolls.
Oh.
Which is the gold currency in Belka.
Gotcha.
The natural order of things. We've come this far, might as well rob him.
More or less, yes.
Where's our
he
other
kidnapped
friend?
us. It's all fair game.
Sorry, Aisling, what was the question?
Where's the guy that let us
Dragon
go?
dude.
Oh, sorry, I did not move him up there. So he actually should be right there with you. He's kind of looking. He's kind of like from the stairs, looking over. Oh, you handled that rather well. I must say, you're already pretty good at this. Much better. You've already gotten much farther than the other crew.
Do you know the layout of the ship?
Me? No, unfortunately, I do not. While I have been here for some time, regrettably, spent most of my time down below. You understand, of course.
Absolutely. Should we press forward?
Oh, well, I'm certainly
yeah.
not going to disagree.
Yeah, sure. I just want to roll him over so he really looks very much like he's asleep.
Yes, you
In case anybody comes to check on him, he's
absolutely.
just going to get him kind of set up so not to alert anybody.
Does he have any blankets or anything that'd be worth taking?
No, he has a pillow. You can certainly take that if you'd like.
Probably not worth carrying at this point.
Anybody got an improvised weapon?
Is there anything else that you can tell us that would help us escape this floating rickety sea prison?
Well, I'm sorry. One other thing, Nyx, you also find there was a set of keys as well. I forgot to mention that. I apologize.
What else? I'm sorry.
Like a ring set of keys.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm going to pocket all this stuff for now. Remind me later. We'll split it up once we get off of this boat.
Sounds good.
Hey, Mr. Dragonface. Do you know where to put our stuff?
It's Thrun, tiny gnome. But I would most likely think it'd be those stairs right there.
Do we want to open this door first?
Well, I'm certainly not stopping you. As he reaches over and he sees like there's a plate with 2 little bits of fruit, and he quickly reaches over and just bites into it. Let's see, but who would like to? Is anybody going to open the door?
I will go ahead and go first this time.
Okay. So, Rongrim, when you do go to open the door, it is locked.
Try the keys.
Yeah, hold on. I got him. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
And you do find,
Sitting there for like 10 minutes. Wrong key. Wrong key. Wrong key.
Yeah, shit, not this one either.
you do find it. It does, yeah, you probably go through like 2 or 3 keys before it does open up.
As she opened, just before we open the door, I'm gonna ready the crossbow.
Same thing with the hand axe.
Okay. And Nix, as you open it up, there are a few humanoids in there, and for those of you who like kind of like readied your weapons, you're kind of in that guard, but you quickly study them, and you can see that they are also chained. It's a couple. It's another group of humanoids who clearly have been put in the same or similar position as yourselves. They kind of, as the door opens, there's like very little light that's already poking through, but for you guys with dark vision, you can clearly see. You kind of.
Don't worry, we're not here to hurt you.
We're having an escape party. You're invited. You want to come?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And some of them like are putting their chains forward, like waiting for you to unlock them.
Key.
Second key. You try. It's like 6 keys on there. It's like, who needs these many damn keys? But second key this time, you go ahead and you begin unlocking, and immediately as the manacles, the chains fall, they grabbing at their wrists. Gods only know what they were going to do with us. So we have a way off the ship. Are the pirates all gone?
Yeah, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Oh, the pirates are still here. Oh, that's.
We only managed to take care of the god outside.
Okay. Well, that's certainly something. Yes, this is a developing plan. Although I'm quite confident there are rowboats. I do remember seeing those as they brought me on board.
Well, we just kill enough of them. We can just take over the damn ship.
Well, that's always a possibility. One that I would rather enjoy.
Hey, can we go grab the guy and drag him in here and lock him in the chains?
You may certainly do that. Absolutely.
Let's do that just in case. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty out. I'd rather not alert anybody that we're out sneaking around.
Yes, but it would be best if we don't alert. If he doesn't alert anyone. Come on, I'll help you with the body.
All right.
Well, y'all can do whatever you want.
Okay, so
Alright.
I'll go ahead and drag him into that room as the former prisoners are now on their way out.
Yeah. Lock him in the chains, then lock the door when we leave. And if we can gag him, that might not be a bad idea either.
And I'm sure there's something you can quickly find. Just like probably a small hunk of bread you find, just stuff it right into his mouth.
Yeah.
Have you done this before?
That's actually a good question, Ashley.
Maybe.
Now, perhaps I would certainly recommend that while it is a good idea to have all of us all together, safety in numbers and all, I feel as though you four might be better equipped to lead the charge. Maybe the rest of us could follow behind with a little distance. You understand, of course.
That sounds reasonable, considering we're the only ones with weapons.
Yes.
Assuming, of course, that did any of the prisoners have weapons like we did?
They did not.
Do these people look like civilians, or look like they look like they're adventurers like us, or do they look like civilians?
They look like standard citizens, essentially like looking them over. They look in worse condition than you are. And in fact, just like looking at their clothes are like pretty standard. You know what I mean?
So they're probably like merchants or passengers, or not fighters. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm Oilik. I was a deckhand. I don't think that's gonna do much though.
It will when we take over the ship.
Ah. You're right. Yeah. Well, you take over the ship, and I'll help you out any way I can.
All right. Are we all ready? Stair time.
Yeah, sure. You want me to go first and sneak up there?
Might have been a good idea.
Oh, somebody up? Well, whatever.
All right. So, and in fact, let's see. If you land on it, give it a second.
That's a really cool feature. I like that.
Yeah, I really like
it's
that.
pretty cool.
It's fantastic. I love it. It makes it a lot easier to when you have like these big maps and trying to drag and drop everybody.
Side note, you said there was something about, like there was a button that would show you where like a door is or something. I didn't see something like that.
Oh, not a button.
No,
a
there's a
little-
very faint outline on the ground that looks like a door.
Oh, got it. Okay, my bad.
Okay, I'm gonna try to be
There
as
it
stealthy
goes.
as I can in my my chain armor.
You certainly can. Let's see, really quickly. I just wanted to shift windows there. So, Ashley, because you made your way up first, and I'll have to roll stealth checks in just a second here. As you make your way up the stairs, you can see that there's a fairly narrow hallway, kind of like with an L shape. And there immediately when you're up there are two doors immediately to the left and to the right. The icon only is pointing up to the north. There's also a door right here
I
to
don't
the
see
south.
anything.
Can I hear anything if I put my ear to either of the doors? Can I hear anything through the doors?
Well, first, I'll have everyone go ahead and quickly roll me a stealth check, and the map should move.
What do I do for?
I actually
rolling
cannot see
stealth?
anything. I just see my character in like the dark.
Really?
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
Yeah, try scrolling out far enough. It's in the upper left corner, I think.
Oh, wait,
there,
did
or
you-
upper right?
Upper right corner.
Oh wow, you got like
I don't know where I am. I'm lost.
that's so weird. Hold on, let me fix that. There we are.
Okay.
The map teleported you elsewhere. Apparently the transporter
Oh, that's no good.
didn't have the proper coordinates.
Stealth.
So Ashley, because of the armor you're wearing, I believe your armor is disadvantaged on stealth. And I also think that your armor is disadvantaged on stealth, and
So you want me to roll a second one?
Yes, and you're going to take the lower. And I think Iriana, your armor also has disadvantage on stealth. So go ahead and roll me. Oh, you did roll me a stealth check. Oh, it just went to for some reason. Oh,
And
I
I'm
know why.
screwed.
Oh yeah. No, you can't get any lower than that. Oh, buddy, a 0.
I know.
So okay, as far as you know, you feel like you're stealthing. You feel like you're stealthing. You're doing something. Now, Ashley, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah. And I usually with group stealth, I usually take the average. It sounds like the ocean on one side, and then the other door it sounds quiet, very like nothing.
Okay, I'm moving. Are we all up here?
You are all up there.
So check the doors first. I don't want somebody coming out behind us.
Okay. The door to the north, the door to the south.
Do we have any opinions? Anybody care?
Which way can we see which way the boat's heading? Like which way the bit from the water? Like I would want to head back first and then work our way towards the front, but I just don't know if that's something we could tell.
Let's see. Hold on, don't move.
Or just maybe by the way the wind's blowing or something.
Of course, maybe just a second here.
Sorry, didn't mean to move across the map. I was just trying to
You're doing too much.
kind of move out.
Oh wow, it will not move you back over there. Weird. Oh well. Anyways, let's see. So, Nix, for your question, go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. And Ashley, as you go to check the door to the north, it is locked.
Okay. Keys?
Let's see. From what you can tell, like just doing a quick, you gaze out, quickly look at the stars, and you're kind of not so much the wind, but kind of looking at the stars and the speed and kind of like the direction and speed and everything. You believe that you are heading. I gotta go to my map. You are bound for the northeast.
Okay.
It's hard to say where you are. You feel as though you're easily somewhere in the Lucent Sea, which it would be on the northern end of the continent, the Verusan continent.
Okay.
Who has the keys?
I got him.
You see if they work on the door?
Where at?
The north door here? And
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mr. Rongren is here too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Nick, do you hand over the keys, or are you going to unlock it yourself?
Oh, I think am I not where he is?
Oh, it's where Ashleen is.
Oh, Ashley. Sorry.
That's
Okay, here.
If you want to go look outside, that's fine. I just want to check the door.
Okay, and the door does unlock, and you see there's a chest, some crates, various little bits. But one thing you do immediately notice, Ashley, as you make your way into that space, which was clearly too big for the chests or the other crates, are a pair of greatswords.
All right. I believe those. Do they look familiar? They look like my swords?
Oh, they definitely do.
All right. I will take my swords.
In fact, for anyone who does check around, looking through the crates, looking through the chests, you do find that this looks as though they were storing not just your items, but items from other people who they obviously confiscated this from.
So,
Anything of value?
Do you want to go ahead and go through? Go ahead and give me an investigation
yeah, let's
check.
just see what's in here.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay,
For
give me an investigation. And like I said, and of course all your other items are back. All of your gear and everything. And when you can...
Investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, basically 19. Now, there are a number of different items. You see there are some very varied weapons of different quality. Nothing, nothing incredibly rare or fantastic, anything that stands out. You see there's also some funds that have been stored here as well. Not an entire amount. Anything larger may have been stored elsewhere. You do see there, like small things, like there's a book titled the Atrius Folio. There is a small pouch that has 4 tolls in it. There's 4 pounds of wheat. There's a brass tablespoon. Let's see. And
What kind of weapons?
One second, guys. I'm gonna go put my baby to bed.
Okay.
Like 2 minutes.
All right, no worries. Let's see. There are short swords. Short swords. There's a long sword that's mixed up in here as well. Hey, Ron Grimm, don't go off too far.
So who's here with me?
Sorry, my thing froze. I'm trying to see where people are.
Okay. There's short swords, long swords. There are 2 hand axes. There's besides yours, there's another 2 hand axes that are in here. There's some ammo that's in here as well. I'll have you guys roll to see how much. There is a ceramic ocarina that's in there. There is a coin purse containing another 18 steel pence, but that's essentially it.
Okay, so we should start by divvying up the weapons. Make sure everybody has some weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make sure we have our own stuff? I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're able to go through and see like your own items and your own weapons.
Are there any extra weapons after we've all divvied them up according to what we started with?
Yes, there. Like I was saying, so there are 3 short swords, a long sword, and it's like I said, this is outside of what you guys already have for your own stuff. 3 short swords, a long sword, 2 hand axes. Let's see. I'll roll for the ammunition. Let's see, 6 additional crossbow bolts.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, she's rip shit.
No worries. Like I said, the 4 pounds of wheat. That's up to you if you guys want to actually take that. Brass tablespoon. But of course, like I said, in regards to the weapons, the 3 short swords, 1 long sword, 2 hand axes, and that's it for the weapons. Oh, and the 6 crossbow bolts.
All right, the crossbow bolt should go to whoever has crossbows. Did we find another hand crossbow, or?
You did not. No.
Okay, so crossbow bolt should go to whoever has the crossbow currently. If nobody
That would
wants
be
extra
me.
long, okay.
Mr. Rongren.
If nobody wants or is going to use the extra long sword, I'll hang on to that in case I find a shield.
I'll
Unless
take a
somebody
short
else-
sword. There's 2 of them?
Or there's 3.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah. So there's Monomate and Mr. Rongren should make sure you have a melee weapon if and when you run out of ammunition.
The weapon what were the melee weapons one more time?
2 hand axes, 3 short swords.
And 1 long sword.
And 1 long
6
sword.
Oh wait,
In
what?
a partridge in a pear
You do have your mace again, Rongrim.
Okay, cool. So if I got my mace, then I'm good to go.
Okay, I'll grab an extra short sword.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna
then-
take one as well.
If nobody wants the ocarina and the book, what's the book about anyway?
Do you want to take the time to go ahead and read it?
I'll just grab
Oh, I
the
missed
book and
the
the ocarina
ocarina.
and put it in my pocket just in case.
You gonna take the ocarina?
Okay. And
Unless somebody else wants the ocarina and the book, I'll grab them.
Let's see, and we can go over that. We can go over that book later, but it is. You can write that down for your notes.
Interest folio. Okay. And notes is in. Where do I put that? Bio.
You can put it in your bio. You can put it for with your bio sheet, like treasures, little notes for that,
Wait.
or if you have like a
Oh,
physical
you're
notepad.
handling.
Okay. Let me grab a pen. I will be right back because I do have a piece of paper here.
Let's see, and yeah, there was the ocarina, the ceramic ocarina.
Oh, you're actually handling the inventory. Whoops. Sorry.
So how many tolls have we gotten so far? 8?
There was 4. Well, so I don't know about so far. Cause I already
There's
told you-
4 and then 4?
There was 4 tolls that were in here, and there were 8. It was 18 steel pence, or 18 irons,
steel. Okay.
which was all Belkan currency.
Okay. So, might as well just pass that stuff out now.
Mhm.
So everybody
We can
gets.
divide stuff up
another
later.
toll.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, fine. I just don't want to forget.
No, I mean if you want to do it now, that's fine. But
No, it's okay.
you know, we're in the middle of a pirate ship, so.
Like, here you go. Here you go. Does anybody else hear anything?
All right. There's nothing else in this this room.
Nothing else. Nothing else of value, really. Like I said, there's outside of the 4 pounds of wheat, brass tablespoon.
Okay. Let's check
I'm
the.
gonna
If
pocket
everybody's
that tablespoon. I'm just.
It's like,
Go for it.
That's real brass. No. And as I mentioned, there's also
I
a
might be
door
able
to
to
your
make
south.
something with it later.
If everybody's done in the first room, I'll ready my stuff. As you know, kind of motion to the rest of everybody to come over to this door and prepare to open this door.
Okay. You find that this door is unlocked as you go ahead and you twist the knob.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, that was good sound effects right there.
Oh.
That was well timed. And you step through.
That might have been my. That may have been my child.
Let's see. So don't say anything yet, Aisling. Have you guys?
Okay.
Anybody else stepping through the door?
Who took the other hand axes?
Ooh, we didn't.
I think it was just you.
talk about that.
You said it was 2 hand axes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And nobody
Yeah.
else wanted them?
Just for craps and giggles, I'll take one.
All
I
right.
could probably make use of it.
And the last hand axe? No collars? I will take any weapons that anybody else doesn't want. One can always throw them at somebody.
You can always, exactly.
I like it.
But you saw Aisling step through the door. Is anybody else stepping through the door as well?
I'll go.
Which door? I'm sorry.
You actually just
looked
went out.
away.
You actually just went out the window. But it would
Oh,
be
whoops.
so if you step one over on top of that door symbol, it'll like
This way?
transfer. Yep.
Whoa,
So,
there we go.
Whoa. Where am I?
so Ron Graham, if you step out, because there's layers to the ship, so it's a easier way. But as you're stepping out of the door, immediately out ahead of you, you can see that there is somebody over here. Very quickly, and sorry, I'm going off of your stealth checks from before. They have not noticed you, not immediately at least. So, what would you like to do?
Which way are they facing?
There's this individual is facing this way,
Okay.
And you can see he's actually at the helm steering the ship. This individual is looking this way. He's actually one level up above you, but he hasn't noticed you. He hasn't noticed you in this moment. So whatever your next move is will determine essentially what happens.
All right. So what I would like, how high is this barrier?
It is, I would easily say, about 8 feet up.
So is it something where I could boost our little stabbing gnome up there, where they could take out the guy running the steering ship?
You can certainly try.
And this guy is the one that's steering down here?
Yeah, they're both looking forward, so we should take out the back guy first. So if everybody agrees, I'd move to a little bit south and try to boost you over the edge near the rail and see if you can stab him.
I like it.
Okay. Right. Quickly give me...
Fastball special.
Fastball special. So, okay, in that case, Ashleen, since this is all happening within like a 6-second... an instant moment time frame. Go ahead and give me an athletics check, Ashleen.
Okay, let me find my character sheet again.
And remember, you can actually
athletics, acrobatics, athletics.
Where is Nyx? Like this token?
12. And let's see, Nyx, you. I'm gonna check your weight really fast.
I have 40 pounds.
Oh yeah. Oh, 12 is fine. So essentially, Ashleen gets down on one knee quickly, just like very briefly. You are using that momentum. You dash, step in between the hands, and quickly lifts you up.
Like a cheerleader throw.
Exactly. Yeah, very clean cheerleader throw. So I guess really in this very instant, right now, you've leaped up. You're in the air. You haven't quite landed yet. What are you doing, Nyx?
I don't think I have throwing daggers. So.
Oh no, your daggers. Yeah, you can throw your daggers. Absolutely.
Oh, can I throw my dagger?
Yes, and with that, we're actually all going to go ahead and roll initiative. Anytime we declare we're making an attack, we roll initiative. Now, essentially with this, this is essentially a surprise round, so you should be good to go. Now, when you click your character, when you click your, why am I losing my train of thought? When you click your token, it should actually have a little icon or macro that says INIT. I don't know why I whispered that. That's so weird. Let me fix that.
Okay. Should I click it again? Because I just clicked initiative on the other one.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. It still rolled it. It still came up for you.
Okay.
So will this count as a sneak attack for me for this first one? I'm flying through the air or no?
Absolutely. It's absolutely a sneak attack.
Okay.
So, Ron Grimm, Nyx is essentially still in the air. She Ashleen just lifted her, kind of like threw her into the air at this very moment. What are you doing, Ron Grimm? You see there are 2 individuals in sight right now.
Since she's going after one, I'm actually going to go ahead with the hand crossbow and take a shot at the opposite.
Okay, go ahead. $22.
Oh, I didn't actually roll for my sneak attack. Hold on.
It should. Oh wait, well that's gonna be when it comes to your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So because whenever you do, so surprise round essentially it's surprise round is no longer a round like an old D&D. It's essentially a condition. Okay. So it's like they don't get to act this turn.
Got you.
Yeah, and they can't take reactions.
I got you.
Okay.
I got it.
22 from Ron Grimm with a hand crossbow for 3 piercing damage. Definitely a hit. As that hits him, and he quickly grabs at his back and he twists and looks in your general direction. Anything else for your turn?
Not at the current.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Just had to switch that up real quick. He doesn't get to move this turn. Ashleen, you so essentially you just. I won't burn up anything, but you just quickly hoisted Nyx into the air. What are you doing?
Do I have any spell slots
You
ready?
you should have spells. Your spell slots.
I think I burned them both in the practice one.
Of course,
So-
I just replenished them for
Okay.
you.
Okay. I just didn't know. Maybe I used them. I don't know. So I have 2 spell slots. I'll ready one of my great swords. Do I?
So
I
you
should
just-
have.
you- Good.
How far away is the guy? Is he within throwing axe range?
For your hand axe, yes, because I believe your hand axe has a range of 20 feet. I can double check that really quickly.
Can I even see that guy since I'm so close under the edge here?
Yeah, you can see him. You can, if you like, you can like take a step back and then like
Okay.
toss it in his direction. So yeah, it's 20 feet, so you could reach.
Okay. I will haul off and. So can I throw my axe at him, ready my greatsword, and move? Or is that too many things?
So you can use a free action to interact with one weapon. So you can do the free action for this turn to pull out your hand axe, and then your attack action to throw it.
Okay. Let's. Or wait, how far can I move? Can I move up to him?
If you like, yeah. You can see there's stairs right there, or you can try to you can climb up and have like difficult terrain right there. So
Okay.
essentially it costs double movement to climb up there real quick.
Okay. I'm just not sure if I can make it up to him and hit him in this round or not.
Mhm.
Will it show me how far I can move?
You can move 30 feet, which one trick you can actually do if you're on a laptop and you go ahead and you click your token. As you move it across the squares, you hit the Q button. It'll mark your movement. You can keep track of your movement that way. Or if you have like an actual mouse, you can actually, as you're moving it, right click each square to showcase your movement.
Okay, so it says I can move 15 feet up to there.
Up to where?
So it says that's 15 feet.
Yes,
So I can move up to there, ready my greatsword, and just take a whack at him with it.
you absolutely can. So you're
Okay.
that fast. So you're so fast as Nyx is still not even landing, getting ready to throw this.
Is that a reasonable thing to do?
You absolutely
Or-
can. It's your call.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know if maybe that was like an unallowed move or something.
No, absolutely. No, you can still do it.
Okay, and I would like to hit him with my, and I can hit along the diagonal here.
Yes, you can. Anywhere that's within 5 feet from you.
Okay, and then so take a swing. Do I just click the greatsword macro?
Yes.
Okay, choose target.
18 for 10 slashing damage. Definitely hits. As he hears the kind of like that running up your armor, the ring mail, chink, 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 and as the sword comes down, hits right to the clavicle. It cuts deep, and you quickly just yank that out, and there's like gush of blood, but he's still up and about. Anything else for your turn?
I guess I can probably just ready to defend or attack again if I have an opportunity, right? But otherwise, I don't think I can do anything.
You have your bonus action, but at level 2, sometimes you kind of a limited pool. But at this time, yeah. So if you want, you can just simply end your turn. You can because you've used up your attack action, you used up your movement for this.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can do, so I guess yeah,
Okay.
end turn.
Okay. And also for you guys, so in the chat, there's a little pink button that says EOT. That tells me your turn's over, and it jumps to the next person.
EOT. Okay.
Okay. And they did that. Next, I'm so sorry. You your reaction's so slow because you're just in the air still. You're still landing.
Yep.
But anyways,
That's fine.
Erie, it is your turn.
Alright.
Chariots of Fire is playing as I'm soaring through the air.
It's what's it? It's the Ferris the Ferris Bueller thing. It's just still just milking that landing.
Yeah.
But sorry, Erie, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run up to the dude up in front and hit him in the face.
Okay, go ahead and move in their direction. Okay, you dash up there. You make your way and pull out you quickly grip for your longsword, and as you're unsheathing it, you kind of stumble a little bit. And you just come up a little short. It is a miss. Anything else for your turn?
I'm sad. I'm sad, and that is it.
All right. He unfortunately he's surprised this round, so nothing for him unfortunately.
The hell is that? Okay.
Nix, you're just landing.
All right. So I did hit an attack earlier. Are we gonna count that, or should I do it again?
No, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Sorry. I did a very graceful tuck and roll. So there we go.
They'll hold up signs like 8, 8.5, 9.
Yeah. Oh, and then I'm gonna fucking miss.
Yeah, you go ahead, you land, and it was really cool. You pull out the dagger, and it just whiffs, goes right by him. After being hit with the greatsword, his adrenaline is running, so he's caught on.
Hey, did I throw my dagger clean off the edge of the ship?
Oh yeah, it's gone. But you have other daggers, fortunately.
I do. I have more.
You have oh yes, yeah, you have a couple of daggers, yeah.
I do. I have a couple daggers.
You're like, oh, it's fine. Anything else for your turn?
I have a question. So I have the what's the word? Rogue cunning. So if I hide at this point successfully, can I sneak attack again on the next round?
You can, but you have to find something that breaks that line of sight.
Okay. So would the other side of the stairwell, right here, count as that?
Sure, you're pretty short. Go. So if you want to move that direction and then use your bonus action to hide, give me a stealth check.
How do you ping the map like that?
Oh,
You just click and hold.
Yeah, click and hold.
It took me a while to figure that out.
As far as far as you know, you might be hidden.
I'm so. You can't see me. I'm wearing camouflage. Okay.
And I believe that's all you can do for your turn. Move
Yeah, it's
bonus.
okay. So, let's see for me.
Ron Grimm, it is your turn. What are you doing?
All right, I'm just gonna move up just a little bit, and gonna actually take another shot.
Okay, go for it. Let's see. And remember, you have your light crossbow back, by the way, because remember that one you have your abilities with. I was gonna say.
That's correct.
So we have 2 light crossbows?
Well, he has a light crossbow and he has a hand crossbow, but because
Yeah, the light crossbow was mine, and the hand crossbow is what we found.
Okay.
And because he's an artificer, he has a special ability with it.
Okay.
So remember, you can use your bonus action to use that one ability. Oh, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but you can use the one ability to prep those arrows or bolts, and then use the light crossbow.
I was just reading that. I thought that was for just for like stone pebbles. No, we did talk about that. Yeah, we could do it.
So do you want to? I'll let you mulligan on that.
Yeah, let me go ahead and mulligan on that, and then yeah, okay.
Because yeah. Now, so you're gonna use a bonus action to cast it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember, you don't use magic. You're everything's science. So as you're gonna go ahead, so you're casting magic stone. So what anybody sees, who's looking at Ron Grimm, you watch there's a ring on his finger. He twists it around, and there's a very faint little spark. And he pulls out 3 crossbow bolts from his side holster, and he loads them into a light crossbow. And they have that little faint, not arcane, that little faint spark that's static. And then he levels the light crossbow in his direction. Go ahead and fire. $15. Yeah, 15 definitely hits. For 7 bludgeoning damage. And normally, when you watch it strike against him, it's not the same. It's a little odd because normally bolts pierce, but this one, as it hits him, you watch it kind of just hits him with this force, and there's a little static discharge when it strikes against him. Almost like little arrows with fists on them, oh my god, Green Arrow or who am I thinking of? Probably Green Arrow from the comics or
Green Lantern.
Probably Green Lantern. It's little weird abilities, but yeah. But yeah, you watch as it strikes against him. It definitely hit. And he goes, ooh. You watch him kind of double over. Anything else for your turn? That was your bonus action. That was your movement. Oh yeah, no, that's it for you.
That's gonna be it.
Okay. This guy is unhappy as he's gonna go ahead, move here, and he's gonna go ahead and pull his cutlass out and slash at you. 13, I believe, does not hit as he actually swings, but he hits a part of your armor where it's like well guarded, so it just bink deflects off of it. It's like that little spark, but no avail. Ashleen, it is your turn. Oh man, that's too bad for him.
I'm not gonna hit him back.
Sounds like a solid plan. 11 just hits actually for 6 slashing damage. And oh yeah, he is. It is good night moon for that poor gentleman right there.
Right through his clavicle, down through his chest.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's up to you how you want to finish it because he's already got one like this like major cut in his clavicle, and you kind of just quickly swat away at him, and he's just gone. His body goes limp.
All right. Am I supposed to describe how I killed him, or?
I usually say that for the big bosses, but you can tell. I mean,
No,
if you want,
I
you can
didn't
go
know
ahead.
if you were saying that. That's fine. He's dead. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
Pull my sword out and
he's
turn
definitely
towards the other guy.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to be in the sequel. So okay, there we go.
And since I attacked, I don't get to move. Is that right?
No, you can move. You can absolutely still move.
Okay. Right, he's dead.
So, in fact, don't think that unlike other editions, you can actually you can break up your movement. So as long as you don't, as long as you still have movement left, you can move and attack. You can attack and then move. It's all up to you. Or you can move, attack, move.
Okay. If I get close to the guy, do I provoke an attack of opportunity?
If you leave his threat range, yes, he uses up the reaction to provoke attack of opportunity. But that guy is done. Not when you enter. There's special abilities for that, but as a default, no.
So I can say move up to here.
Yes, as long as you have the movement.
It didn't tell me.
It's so essentially 30 feet. So each square is 5. So you have 6. You can move 6 squares. Well, you
Okay.
can. The gnomes only get 25.
1, 2,
What's the
3.
button
Oh,
to like draw your line and measure again?
As you're moving, you can. If you're using a laptop, you hit Q each square. Or if you're using a mouse, like an actual external mouse, you can
It's
actually
not doing it.
right click as you're moving. So like as you approach, every time you move a square, you just have to make sure you're holding it. So you can't let it go. Is what it is.
So if I hold
Okay.
Q, try to move back to here. It's not showing me.
So so you hold it down, and then you just click Q with each one, but you have to keep holding it, and you only release it when you actually get to your
Okay.
destination.
Okay, so I started here. So start moving, then hold Q. Okay, I gotcha. So that's 20 feet, so I can definitely do
So
that.
yeah, you're tapping Q with each square along the way.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, I'll move up there, and then I
Okay.
guess it's done.
Yes. So, okay, and with this one, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. They're gonna go ahead and open the door, and you watch as this humanoid female steps out. And she quickly scans about, and she whistles aloud. My lips are dry, so now I can't even whistle. My eyes drinking the tea and it dried out my mouth. But she whistles aloud. It's like a nice little high-pitched whistle, and she's gonna go ahead and level her pistol at you, Ashleen. And you watch this actual physical pistol. You watch like the smoke kind of billow from that. That's a 20 to hit, I believe. Hits for 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that's her turn. Erie, it is your turn. Another individual has stepped up. Oh, so to decrease health from your token, if you click on your token and there's the green bubble, you simply just click it and then type in minus whatever damage, and it'll take that from you.
So I took 8 damage. Is that right? Okay.
That's correct. Okay, and Erie, it is your turn.
All right. Can I ask her, who are you? And why don't you just shoot my friend?
What do you mean? This is my ship, and you are my prisoners. And that's her 6
Oh, it
seconds.
was you!
And that's her 6 seconds to speak.
Okay. Okay.
I will smack the guy in front of me. It's rude to ignore him.
Okay, go ahead and yeah, click the yep. A 10, and it is tough as you're spending your time talking to her. You forget to thrust at that individual as he just quickly parries with his cutlass.
I'm gonna hit you one day.
One day, and it feels like it's on brand for the character you described for me. So,
Okay.
anything else for your turn?
I'm good.
Okay, and he's gonna pay back the favor. He's gonna pull his cutlass and swipe at you for 16 to hit, which I believe just hits you. With your shield equipped, it should just hit you. For 5 slashing damage. Or piercing damage, my mistake.
Okay.
Okay, and sorry, I'm just realized your shield was unequipped because of earlier. And
Already got that.
out comes running a hound that's actually gonna go ahead and take a bite at you, Ron Grimm.
Where did this mutt come from?
19 to hit.
Ooh, yeah.
Two piercing damage, and here's something that sounds familiar. I need you to make a strength saving throw. Ron Grimm? There we go. Oh, so you want so the hound reaches up, bites at your forearm, and tries to pull you down, and you quickly just release it and slap it away.
So I managed to beat the
Yes.
I got the thing right. So in that case, I would say he pretty much just bit on my my artificial forearm.
Oh, your prosthetics. You have like a
Prosthetic, yes.
Yeah, and you watch as like some of the clothes tear away from the bite. You can see that Ron Grimm has a prosthetic limb.
Cool.
Nyx, it is your turn.
Okay. I can dash and then attack, correct?
Yes, you can move. You can then use bonus action to dash if you need to go a little further, and yeah, you can definitely.
Okay.
Attack.
Because with dashing, I should be able to get all over dead male pirate over here that Eerie just missed.
I believe.
And you
so.
said that, yeah, cool. So maybe. Okay, it's being weird and like not letting. Oh, there we go. I got it. And then I'm gonna attack him with my dagger.
Yep, and from where you are, you definitely get the not advantage. I was gonna say a sneak attack, but I think he'll be pretty messed up afterwards anyway.
So no advantage, or
No,
but
not
sneak
from where
attack.
You'll get sneak attack because you do have an ally within 5 feet.
Cause why?
Sneak attack works with a couple things. So if you have advantage for any reason, sneak attack applies. If any of your allies are within 5 feet of the target you're attempting to hit, you can also
Okay.
apply sneak attack.
So it's like flanking from like back in the day.
More or less.
Okay. So I still have more than one dagger.
You've got yes. So you reach up and you thrust up. You thrust up. Oh yeah, no, you're just quick because you're dashing. So you slide in between his legs. Hello, another gnome, and you just reach up and you hit him right in the spleen and you twist, and he is done. Oh yeah, definitely done.
All right.
And I believe that was your movement, bonus, and action.
That's correct. So I'm end of turn for me.
Okay, Ron Grimm, there is a nasty little mutt right there.
All right. Can I? would it count as a bonus action to switch weapons?
Free action. You can swap weapons.
Okay, then I'm gonna put my light crossbow like on my holster, pull out my my mace, and take a shot at this.
A shot with your mace.
Yes, with my mace. Yes. Take a swing at this mutt. Excuse me.
17 to hit for 5, which was just enough. So like you just let the light crossbow go, and the sling just wraps around your body, and you quickly switch your prosthetic limb for your mace, and you bink just slam over this thing's head.
Stupid muscombisco sepetieto. And then I just spit on him.
I spit on you.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, bad dog.
He did.
Let's see, from another door.
Coming out of door number 3.
Just enough movement to get to you, as he's gonna take an attack with his long sword at you. 16 to hit.
Yes, sir.
And he's actually going to forgo the damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
God damn it.
You watch as he uses the sword, and he, instead of like foregoing the damage, he kind of cuts at where your hand is, and he loosens, forces you to let go of the mace, so he disarms you. So just quickly and throws the mace across the way. And he's going to use his free action to kick the mace away from you.
Motherfucker.
I know, he's nasty. Ashleen, it is your turn. Somebody just shot you in the back.
Yeah. I don't want this person to have a chance to reload. So if I use my on hands, is that a free action, or does that take my turn, or how does that work?
I believe... Let's take a quick look. Lay on hands, I believe, works as a bonus action. I will know.
Nice.
Here. Let's see. Oh no, it's an action. So as an action, you touch a creature. So if you did lay on hands, it would be an action.
Okay. All right. Alright, hang on one sec. I can't take another shot. I think probably the best thing to do would be run up to. Is this person trying to reload their pistol?
Yeah, you can, and it's kind of like happening in the interim, is like trying to get their pistol loaded. Like they just, and this is the flintlock pistol. So there's some, like they have to, actually take the lead ball and punch it in there, and yeah, they can only
ramrod and everything else.
Exactly. So it takes time. So she might be switching soon, but you never know.
So right now she has just the pistol out?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. Do I get any sort of advantage to hit somebody that doesn't have a melee weapon out, or?
No, but individuals who have a ranged weapon to have disadvantage whenever they're firing and someone's in melee range. Essentially, it's like a distraction. So being in melee with her would hamper her ability to have ranged attacks.
Okay. Well, the guy next to me is dead. I would like to help the guy behind me, but this person just shot me, so I'm just gonna move up a little bit and hit them.
Absolutely.
And use my my smite on them.
All right, and you can choose to use that. What's great about Divine Smite for Paladins is you can actually decide to use it after the hit. So if you hit, you do a lot of damage. Like, you know what? Let's throw some Divine Smite on that.
Okay, so I can swing first with the great sword.
Ooh, a natural 1. As she's loading up the pistol, she pulls the pistol up, and you watch as she's able to actually hold it off with just the pistol. The pistol cracks a bit. With that -1, it'll be a -1 to your great sword as well, and I'll make sure that's added.
Okay, and then so I didn't hit her. If I do this smite, smite is also going to miss.
No, so you don't even have, you won't waste the smite, and that's why it does that. So you don't end up wasting the smite.
Okay, so no point in smiting now.
Correct.
Can I switch to my other greatsword as a reaction, or is that?
You absolutely can. So and that's why you have two great swords.
I'm gonna switch the chipped one for my other one.
Got it.
Oh, that's why I carry about a bunch of weapons. You never know when you might need an extra
Like,
one.
nope, this one's bad. You're like Cloud from Advent Children, where he had just a bunch of great swords.
Yes.
Well, do you remember the NPC from one of the? Might even have been the very first Neverwinter. It was like, foul wizardry has turned my weapon to rubber.
Yeah, exactly that. It's like it's good to always have a backup. Anything else for your turn, Ashley?
Well, I can't cast any spells or use lay on hands or anything like that, right?
Unless you have any spells that work as a bonus action, and I cannot remember if you do.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to my person.
Of course. Let's see.
I'm guessing probably not.
Yeah, I believe most of your spells at this level are generally an action.
Okay.
I believe Shield of Faith is a bonus action for you.
What does that do?
It gives you a bonus to your armor, your AC.
Up to 10 minutes.
That's never a bad idea.
Well, yeah. Oh, well,
Alright.
remember, each round in combat is 6 seconds. So,
Alright, so if I
1
cast that, it would give me +2. Sure. Why don't I just cast that on myself?
okay. And I'll go ahead and put a little shield icon. And of course, I know it's an adjustment for you going, more 5th edition, being a caster instead of a sneaky stabby type. So okay, so if you want to go ahead and click that from your spell sheet, so it burns up the spell slot. So after swinging the blade at her and it misses, you reach for your holy symbol, and there's a very subtle flash, and there's like this shimmering aura, that very faint shimmering aura that is encompassing you. So you have a +2 bonus to your AC. And you're concentrating on that. So anything else for your turn?
I think that's it. I can't cast the second. It's cast it again on somebody else, right? So.
Correct.
Okay, so where's my? I think that's it.
Okay. So,
Do I need to ready an action to hit her if she tries to move away or anything, or is that automatic?
that's your reaction, and you always have one reaction each round,
Okay.
each full round. So with her, she is going to go ahead and switch to her longsword, take an attack at you. That first one is a miss as you use your great sword and deflect away, and she's going to take a second attack to swing in your direction. That is a 9, as you go ahead and kink, deflect away at that one as well. And
She gets 2 attacks, huh?
she does. Erie, it is your turn. This pirate captain, as you can best tell, is going toe to toe with Ashleen. What are you doing?
Well, it seems.
Less talking, more stabbing.
Well, you seem like you're in the way. I think, right? Because there's can't.
Well, you're a gnome. You can easily, you can maneuver that. That's saying like, oh, just excuse me, I'm just gonna.
You can also help our beleaguered friend down below too.
All right.
Either or.
Does anyone look tougher than the other?
Well, one of them's obviously the captain.
both of them look pretty tough. They look like they're pretty unscathed. So,
All right.
in fact, health will only show up on a token when it's at 50% health or less.
Okay. Maybe in that case, I will try and help go down here and try to stab this dude. Is that behind a pole or?
There's the mast. There's the mast there, so you can actually come up. You can go around a little bit if you want.
Like that here.
So yeah, so you can. Yeah, I was gonna say you can get up on the stair and just be at the same height as them.
Oh, yes, there we go. I'm tall.
Well, you're taller.
Okay, cool. I would like to attack at him.
Okay, go for it.
Maybe this time something will happen.
With a natural 20.
Nice.
Absolutely. And you're one-handed because you're using a shield.
Right. One-handed. And then the macro has dueling.
Yeah, it already includes the +2 damage.
Cool.
So 18 damage. on that. And also, just so you know, so for damage, when you roll a critical, you actually, and I actually borrowed this from another D&D player we play with. So it rolls the damage, but instead of doubling, what it does is one of the die is always at max. So if your weapon deals 1d8, then you automatically will deal 8 damage plus whatever you roll. So in this case,
Oh, did you get that from Tony?
I absolutely did. It was nice. I like it. I was like, man, yeah, criticals for the player should be heroic. Yeah.
I like that too.
So 18 damage as you run up. The guy looks pretty hardy, but as you run and you kind of overhead swing down at him, he's not fast enough to react, and you hurt him good. Hurt him real good.
How does the critical again?
So essentially,
Expand later.
oh yeah, I'll break it down a little bit later. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else for your turn, Erie?
You said he's injured, but he's still standing.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I'll end the turn.
Okay. He is no longer with us. That dog went to heaven. Nixon,
As
is
all
your turn.
dogs do.
All dogs.
Even the bad dogs?
Even the bad.
Even
No,
bad
I've not seen the movie forever, and I have to rewatch it. I'm like, did the bad dog?
You know what? Don't. It's so sad.
I'm not ready for that emotional trip. But
No.
Nixon, it's your turn.
All right. That's my turn again. Okay. Well, I guess. So I can dash again, right? I can use that bonus action with each turn.
Absolutely.
I don't even know if I need to. I probably don't. Let me think. I just want to engage with this. I kind of resent how awesome she looks, pirate lady, that Ashleen is now fighting.
Like, dang, she's
to help.
awesome.
Yeah, she kind of is. I almost don't want to fight her. I just want to be her friend. So, but I am
You
gonna.
can fight the guy who hit me instead.
Yeah, you've got someone else over there with you, so I feel like I shouldn't leave Ashleen alone. So I'm gonna come over here. Can I occupy the same square, or should I kind of like?
Technically you cannot. I know like halflings can,
Okay.
or halflings kind of can, but you cannot. But if you want, you can
Okay.
actually.
I can
Because
what?
you can still actually throw the dagger if you like.
No, I'm not doing that shit again.
Can you slip behind her and stab her in the back?
That's kind of what I was thinking. If I could like.
Sure, actually you can. I do have so you can do what's called a tumble. Let me actually pull that up.
Is that an acrobatics check?
Yes, I'll actually show that.
Okay.
So it's a tumble. So essentially, a creature can try to tumble through a hostile creature space, ducking and weaving past the opponent. As a bonus action, the tumbler makes a dexterity acrobatics check contested by the hostile creature's dexterity acrobatics check. If the tumbler wins the contest, they can move through the hostile creature's space once this turn without drawing an opportunity attack. If it fails, the creature moves as normal, though draws an opportunity attack. So it's a little bit of a risk reward.
Okay. Ooh. I'm just looking at these combat options here as also the whole notion of disarm as opposed to an attack.
Mm-hmm. That's
But-
also a possibility.
Mm-hmm. And that would be two different acrobatics checks.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try and tumble. All right. As you like to say, Dre, spirits guide me.
Spirits guide me. Ooh, let's see what she came up with. You rolled a 22.
Mm-hmm.
She rolled a 19.
Okay.
So yeah, you run and you slide right between Ashleen and this woman's legs. And up here,
If I rolled a natural one on that, do that, and then just completely off the edge of shit behind.
that would have been fun. But yeah, you absolutely just slide right through and you end up right there.
All right, and then I think I'm gonna go for a disarm attack with another act. Then, or is it an attack first, or?
Let's take a look, because I believe you're essentially foregoing your attack to do this.
Yeah.
A creature can use weapon attack to knock a weapon or another item from the target's grasp. The attacker uses their attack So yeah, so essentially it's your attack roll. Whatever you roll with your attack roll is contested by their strength or dexterity. So they would choose.
Okay. And my acrobatics is my attack roll then?
No, you would have to make an attack roll, and it's contested by whatever she rolls. She makes
Okay.
the ability check to defend. Now remember,
Okay.
you also, if you did decide to attack, you also have advantage because you're flanking.
Oh, well then I'm just gonna go for the attack then.
Okay.
Since
More
I've set
stabbing.
myself up in a good place. So I go for advantage on.
Yes.
Okay.
Which means sneak attack definitely also applies here.
Sweet.
19 to hit for 9 piercing damage. And you like, she's caught off guard. You slide between the legs, and you reach up and you stab into her thigh and yank back out. She goes, winces quickly in pain, but she's still looking pretty good.
Okay.
Fairly good.
That pissed her off though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely mad.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna plug in my computer during this next turn, because otherwise I'm gonna lose.
All right, we're winning. Okay, and I believe that be it for her turn then. Ron Grimm, you now have a gnome at your side, assisting you. But you, you no longer have your mace, so remember that.
Right. Well, I'm going to pick it up, just not right now. I'm gonna take a risk and try to move away from him, so he will get an opportunity of attack. But in doing so, in true like combat style, bring up my crossbow and take another shot at him.
Okay, so go ahead and move where you want to. Uh, 13, which I believe does not hit. So as you go ahead and you just roll away, and he just swings at you, but just misses.
Because the gnome is there, do I get
Remember, no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can't get range advantage unless you have a special thing, but no.
That's right. Okay.
Range flanking advantage. That is.
But my two bolts should still be. I should still have 2 more bolts that are imbued, right?
Yes, that is correct. So you can use your light crossbow again. Ooh, yeah, that was definitely a really good hit. As like you roll away from him, and he's about to like, completely start looking in your direction, but he's like, oh wait, the gnome, and he starts turning back toward her. You go and you fire another of those bolts, and that bludgeoning strike that hits him, boom, and he's looking rough. Which means he is not gonna stay for this, as he is going to disengage. Living is more important. He is going to disengage and make his way that way onto the boat, and he's going to go ahead and start pulling at the, essentially pulling at the rigging. Ashleen, it is your turn.
All right. So I think I'll take another swipe at this lady.
Okay, that's a 9, so she's, even though she got stabbed in the leg and she's getting pretty, roll advantage. You roll one more time.
Oh, okay. Well, I like that.
Because you're flanking with, Nyx.
Okay. This flanking thing is nice.
Oh my god!
Good Lord, Jesus Christ!
Oh, and here's something else. I'll give you this for free.
Somebody got fucked up.
Remember, so you did that. Remember, if you also Divine Smite, the dice from Divine Smite also become double.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do that. Okay. I want this person dead. They shot me. Alright.
That was very rude.
Alright, so I just click Smite on them and cast it first level, right?
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So essentially, it's 5 radiant damage, but we're gonna double that to 10. She's actually still standing, but that last bit right there really messed her up. So as you go ahead, you have like this big overhead swing. She's distracted from the knife that's in her thigh. You, as you're beginning to come over, your holy symbol begins to faintly have this like radiant pulse, and the energy travels up all the way up the great sword, and you strike, and there's a flash of radiant energy that very briefly lights up the deck of the ship.
Nice.
God damn.
Very nice, man.
She's still standing, but she is looking just rough. Anything else for your turn? Cat fight.
Repent.
The hair.
Anything else for your turn?
I don't think I can do anything else because prestidigitation is a action, right?
It is an action, yes.
Okay. All right, I think I'm done. Let me click end of turn.
Man, this changes up everything what she had. So she is going to disengage.
She said, "F this, I'm out."
Yeah, and she's going to go ahead and use her bonus action as well to go ahead and start pulling at the rigging. And with that, the boat just collapses, just disappears, and you watch as both of them just drop down the side of the ship, effectively taking them out of combat.
Nothing else on the battlefield then?
And with that, yeah, there's nothing else on the battlefield. It's quiet for a moment.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Can I run up to the... So prestidigitation has a range of 10 feet, right?
Yes, it does.
Alright. Can I run up to the rail? And I want to cast prestidigitation to set their rigging on fire.
Damn.
I don't think you'd be able to do that, man.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Let's see. I mean, if you, I'm trying to think of
No, you can only like kind of expand flames or.
Oh yeah, there has to be an existing flame.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's
Yeah.
manipulate fire. Prestidigitation can create fire.
Oh, it
You
can?
can light a campfire.
Can it?
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, you can also light candles, I think, with it too, can't you?
It's like, yeah, so like
Yeah,
small fire.
Okay,
so
yeah,
sure.
yeah, it would have to be something like a candle or like a torch or something. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So like you start up like a minor fire, and it's like slowly making its way down the rigging. So yeah. Anything else? So yeah. So like
I was actually gonna ask, like, even though they're technically out of combat, if they were still in a close enough area, if I could just take one more shot at them. But
sure, why
I guess
not? Go
they're
for it.
gone,
No, by all means, go for it.
Or if there's anything heavy enough on the edge of the ship to just drop through their damn boat.
by all means, go for it.
Okay, well, it's just they're off the screen now, so I
Oh,
can't.
just you can just click yourself.
All right, last shot. Here we go. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shoot Homegirl because she was clearly the more dangerous.
Oh,
Ooh. And what's the range on that? 80. Oh yeah, as you're you're just wait. Why don't you paint me a picture of her demise?
All right, so pretty much as they're trying to row themselves away, like you said, I'm just sitting there taking my time. I could feel Ashleen over my shoulder, just kind of breathing, like, take the shot. Hold on, and then bow, take the shot, pop her right square between not even in the eyes, just in the temple, and she just slumps right the fuck over.
And remember, it's a bludgeoning. So remember, so it's not gonna. Oh, sorry, screaming blackberry. It's bludgeoning. So the thing is, it's not gonna pierce, but it just boom. It strikes, and you watch as her head just hits the rail on that rowboat, and her body just slumps.
$1 million baby style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just yeah, that's
Exactly.
That's her life, as the rowboat just drifts off into the distance.
Oh, I really wish we could have steal her shit.
It's okay. At least now we know she's not going to be a problem later.
Mm-hmm. Nice shot, man. Nice shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
well done.
Thank you very much.
And you watch as, like, a few moments, like, you hear that. Oh, well, that was rather interesting to watch.
I was part of the engineer corps back in my days as a young man, as a soldier.
Well,
All right.
paint me impressed. And I think that's actually a good point for us to take a very quick break, actually.
Huh?
We've been going almost an hour and 90 minutes, so we'll take a very quick break. Okay, so to recap, you guys, well, first of all, subverted my expectations. were able to, instead of escape, you ultimately decided it would be easier to just, well, take out the whole damn ship. And that you did. So the next question is, what are you guys doing?
Okay, so by the authority vested in me, I'm taking command of the vessel,
Oh, can you guys hear
and
me?
I would.
We can hear you.
Oh,
can
there we
hear
go. My headphones were down. Let's try it again. So what are you guys doing?
So, as by the authority vested in me by the Ishwan, I am taking command of the vessel, and I will start giving directions to the. We had a deckhand, right? So I want to get the non-combat people up here and start getting somebody to take over the wheel and start running the ship.
By
I'd
what
also
right
like
do
to-
you have to take order of the ship?
It's in international waters, and Ishwan.
Say again, you cut out for me, I'm sorry.
It is in international waters, and I am a knight of the Ishwan.
Now, for the rest of you, I believe that the three of you are all from Belka. So you think about like Ishuyen, where have I heard that before? And you go, oh, they're the primary military force or peacekeeping force in Lanaroo, the nation essentially dominated by elven kind. And you're not just a knight of the Ishuyen. You are, well, actually, I guess that's up to you if you want to share that bit later. So never mind. But you hear him declare this. Well, that's all rather fine and dandy. I certainly have no problem with it. I'm just curious. Does anyone here know how to steer such a vessel?
We have several members of former ship's crew, those rescued.
Ooh, yes. Well, and Oilik is the name. I say I'm a deckhand. Not quite all that good at actually, directing the ship, but I'll do my best.
This doesn't sound promising.
Well, we also have several people who are skilled in the use of gadgets. I mean, it has one wheel. How hard can it possibly be?
You'd be surprised.
Pleasantly, I hope.
I guess I can, I'm an engineer, but I might be the closest thing to the shipwright, so I guess I can steer the ship.
Hey, yeah, I mean, we did knock that guy out downstairs. Maybe we can wake him up and ask him.
Do you
I
want to
mean,
trust
we can
him to
ask him
steer?
nicely, and if not, well, if the whole ship goes down, so does he. So, I mean, if
That
he wants
is-
to get out of here alive, he might be interested.
It's
That is
okay.
a fair question.
I can steer the ship. I used to be part of the Solaris Navy.
That is
Sorry,
excellent.
God, you almost said Soviet.
And then we still have a great deal of the ship left unexplored. I would like to ask the ankle biters if they wouldn't mind.
Oh, hell yeah. No, I was going to say, this is a pirate ship. I'm sure it's loaded.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind taking inventory and freeing any other prisoners we might have missed, that would be very much appreciated.
Oh, this is
Yeah, sure.
This is no
But
regular
where are we
pirate
going?
ship. This is a this is a slave vessel. This is not
Oh,
exactly. This is yes. This is what they would use to transport possible slaves, i.e., all of us. I guess they weren't expecting us to get by, did they?
Apparently not.
Well, I mean, I think the thing still stands. Most likely, the people that they capture, they ain't not giving away their stuff. They're keeping it for themselves. So there's still probably lots to be had on board.
Yes, if you would take an accounting, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And before everyone leaves, we should decide on a destination. Is there any particular place? I was on my way to Cihl Landing. Is there any other destinations among anyone else that we want? Because we do need to chart a course.
Let's get everything settled first before we decide that.
That is reasonable.
You know,
Little one, as you're taking inventory, please let me know what we have in terms of supplies and equipment. I might be able to make use of it.
Oh, yeah, you like to build stuff, huh?
I like to dabble.
All right, we might have to share a little bit then.
has anyone looked at? He kind of walks up. Ooh, this is a nice room.
Yeah, that's the captain's quarters. I think that's where she came from. So that place is probably a good place to start.
Well, my. Is he? In fact, I'll go ahead and. Well, no. And of course, you guys walk in. It's kind of like broken up into two spaces, like this. You have the this little small, almost. Oh my God, what would you call it? Not a foyer would be for a bigger building, but it's like kind of like in the Midwest, they have like something called mud rooms, where it's like it's a little space before you go into the actual house. But
Like kind of like a lobby.
well, yeah, small,
That might be-
incredibly
that might be-
small.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, it's got a globe of like the known world, and you watch it. And it's a pretty lofty bedroom considering. Who would like to search?
Me.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I think you're pretty much a resident scrounger.
Yes.
Hey, you gotta get by.
Oh my God!
Damn.
He finds everything.
That is how many in just this first game.
That's good. It's good. You guys are incredibly fortunate. Yeah. So, Nick's or not Nick's. No, Nick's. Yeah, Nick's. You're searching around. It's like, ooh, this is nice. Oh, that's definitely. Oh, that's gotta stay. Oh, this is fantastic. Let me go ahead and first. There are some static items I have, but let me go ahead and roll the loot.
So she's walking around, tapping on everything, listening for where there might be hollow hidden doors and things of that nature. You know.
Let's see. Well,
She's got stuff like that.
There's like now there's a of course you see like the small chest. It is locked, but outside of that, you do find there is a ornate lockbox on the desk. In fact, I'm gonna have you right here so I can see you. Yeah, there's an ornate lockbox on the desk. And let me actually zoom in here. So there we go. And it's not locked. That one's not locked. The small one. When you do open it up, it contains 60 Shilmars, which is the gold and Lanaroo currency, and 10 Ruindels, which is platinum and Lanaroo currency.
Oh, we're rich.
Well,
Yeah. You guys are welcome.
Well, maybe that could be for a little bit of everybody. But, of course, I've been rescued, so clearly there should be some sort of reward for you. And you also find there's a notebook, and there's like broken pieces of parchment, like just kind of like all sprayed out. And as you're kind of looking it over, it looks like gibberish. With your natural 20 or 28 investigation, I will definitely give you this. Studying it over, you notice like, wait a minute, you tilt the paper in one direction. You tilt one paper in one direction, and you tilt another paper in a different direction. And you start realizing if you line them up just the right way, it is actually a map. And the notebook is essentially a cipher to this map.
The notebook?
The notebook and the paper along with it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Where
Keep
did
that
it say?
handy for future reference.
So is it almost like an Iron Man 1 where he's got like the multiple sheets of paper to like for the Mach 1 suit? Is that
Yes.
kind of
Oh yeah. So yeah. It's exactly that. It's like separately they're nothing. It's just like whatever. But as you're layering them up on top of each other, it like is like, oh, I see it. There's a picture. So it's absolutely that. It's a great reference. And you're looking over. It's not an area that you're immediately familiar with, even with the 28 investigation. That would probably be more so history or intelligence.
Can we ask our other friend who let us go what he makes of it?
Well, I want to talk to Miss Lanaroo Cop over here, see if she knows what any of this is.
Mind if I take a look at the diagram?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and do a history check.
Okay. Sure. Why don't you go ahead and give me a history check? Yeah. Looking it over and knowing what you know, knowing what you know about like, and you know quite a bit about like ship lanes and things like that. You realize it's a portion. Actually, I got to bring up my other map so I know exactly what I'm referencing to. It's a small chain of islands that are off the coast of Asnia, the northeastern coast of Asnia. And you going through like the cipher and the notes and everything, kind of pulling it together. It talks about some kind of item, an item of interest. Something that's referred to as star metal. And
Star metal.
And when you hear, and upon hearing that, Thrun, his eyes kind of just light up. Really? They already knew what it was.
Interesting. Can you tell us about this star metal?
Well, perhaps I should properly introduce myself. I'm Captain Thrun, formerly Captain Thrun. You see, Druska, that captain you took care of, and I were apparently looking for the same treasure. I didn't realize they'd gotten that far in discovering it.
Ah, so, Captain, do you have experience sailing a ship then?
I do, except my particular ship was an airship, one they downed, and well, made me shipless. What can I say? But this star metal, this is exactly what I need to build another airship. This rare materials, it has a bunch of purposes, let's just say, and one of them would just happen to be a new engine for an airship.
Interesting. I can see why you would want it.
And why she wanted it as well.
I would be interested in seeing this airship.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I can get the repairs done, but getting a new engine is trouble. But now it makes sense. I would hate to see the Whitemane pirates end up with a bit of star metal. Don't get me wrong, like I said before, you definitely did good work on this ship. But if it was one of the bigger ships, we might not have been so lucky.
Then it would probably be in our best interest to finish our accounting of inventory and make our way out of here.
Yes.
Now, if I can, and you kind of look, and there's also a navigational chart, like a sea map, of course. And based on like the notes that were there, based on the notes that are there, between Nyx and Rongrim, both your respective checks, you can surmise you are probably about 2 days away from Cihl Landing. If we do make our way, we could continue on to Cihl Landing, and maybe there might be some kind of opportunity for us, huh? What do you say? Think about it. You could, like I said, as before, I am a captain, may not be a captain of a seaworthy vessel, but hear me out. An opportunity for everyone to get a little something. I could pay you to be my crew. Yes, my crew, as we go on a treasure hunt to search for this illustrious star metal.
And how exactly would you pay us, considering we're all former prisoners of this ship?
Well, I do still have my accounts with the mainland. Once I get in touch with a bank back on the mainland, I can easily make sure I can extract funds to pay you. We can get ourselves a proper crew.
And what happened to your old crew, and how come only you're here?
That is a good question.
Well,
Yes.
seeing as we were both after the star medal for this particular location, I was still following up on clues. They kept me alive because they were torturing me. Hence my less than okay physique.
Is he injured?
Oh yeah, he's a bit emaciated. He's got a few bruises. Like, and the thing is, like, he's covered like in these green scales, but you can still see that he's definitely looking a little worse for wear. You don't know
Is
a
he
lot
some?
about. Well, good.
I was saying, is he something where I could? If he's in bad shape, I'd like to heal him. If that would help.
You certainly can, but I think you are out of spell slot. No, I think
I
you're out
have
of spell
my
slot.
lay on. I have lay on hands.
Oh, that's right. That's absolutely right.
I never used that. So whoever's the worst, I have 10 points worth of lay on hands. And I don't remember who's got injured. It'd probably be a good idea to treat people.
I think it's me and you. Oh wait, actually, is it Rongren too?
I've taken a few hits, but I think I'm okay.
Who's below? I'm at half. Is anybody below half?
Only you will have. And as I mentioned before, so if anybody drops.
Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, am I still here? You got me?
Yeah.
So for anyone who, once you hit 50 hit points, so you see how that aura is around your token, Ashleen?
Yeah.
So once you hit 50 hit points, that's when that aura appears, and it starts, and it'll change color. It'll progress from that, that greenish yellow to a red, as like you continue to drop in health.
Oh, and he's red. Okay.
Yeah, like he's like an orange, but yeah, he's definitely. You can definitely kind of see that, and that's what I use to essentially like determine like how other people are looking. So I always consider 50% bloodied.
Okay. Well, can I use 5 of my points on him, and then 4 points on myself?
Absolutely. And once again, clasping at your holy symbol of, I believe, Helm for you. Clasping your holy symbol of Helm. There's that divine radiances. You kind of just get close, kind of like pull yourself near Thrun, and that divine little pulse. And you watch like a few of his bruises kind of mend, but he's still looking a little worse for wear. But he's not as bad clearly. Well. I see I got myself lucky. Really, a crew of magnificent talents. So, I think, with all of us together, we can definitely make something here together. But first, I think we should make our way to Cihl Landing. That is my suggestion. What say you?
All right. I'm down for that, and then we can discuss further plans at that time.
Don't think we have any other choice at this point.
Let's go.
Yeah, sounds fine. I assume we've otherwise scoured the ship for
We haven't checked the other side.
valuables, or not yet.
We haven't checked.
Yes.
I mean, we checked the captain's quarters.
Yes, and we'll actually do a full. I think what I'll do is I will write up a full inventory list for you guys, because once again, completely did not expect you to take over the ship, but that's on me. DMs, learn from my list. But I also think that's actually a pretty good point for us to go ahead and wrap up for this evening. We'll kind of pick up on your journey heading back toward Cihl Landing. I will also give a full inventory list for all of you guys on the ship as you guys will be scouring it. Other than that, I mean, if there's anything else you guys had a question or anything you guys wanted me to cover beforehand?
I can't think of anything.
I think
don't
we're okay
think so
right
either.
now. I think we're good.
Okay.
Yep, but
So-
just
That
a
was a good
reminder, I'm not gonna be here the next 2 weeks, unfortunately.
That's fine, and that's fine. And we'll essentially, because like I said before, we probably do this as a monthly, maybe bi-monthly,
okay.
we'll see, but monthly for now. But
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
so Captain Thrun goes ahead and begins giving out various orders. Ron Grimm, you said you can go ahead and take the helm, so let's go ahead and have you do it. Oilik, was it? Go ahead and get that rigging. Let's get the sails unfurled. Mr. Fenn, if you can go ahead and get yourself up in the crow's nest, and I believe the gnomes are going to be checking down below for supplies. Let's go ahead and get ourselves away.
If I may make a suggestion, Captain,
Yes.
and I do air quotes as I say Captain, we might want to inspect the ship for any negative markings so that when we get to Cihl's Landing, we do not come off as unfriendly.
Of course. But last time I checked, we have and he kind of, points his thumb over toward Ashleen. last time I checked, we have a person of the law with us, so we might have a slightly easier time. But I do think you have something there. Absolutely. Now,
Just trying to, how do you say, cover our bases.
absolutely. All right, everyone, let's get underway. And like I said, that's a perfect point for us to go ahead and wrap up for the evening.